I took my bike to a bike shop here in Helsinki, Finland, and in there was a poster about freeing Palestine, and it's a sentiment really if you think about it. And that's all it is. A bike ride here will not change the situation in the Middle East, but it allows the people who attend to feel like it does, like they're doing something, they're trying to be helpful. They have this sentiment that is completely devoid of any connection to reality. It's the secular version of thoughts and prayers. They're the same thing pretty much. And it comes from self-conceit, I think. It comes from pride. And the pride is so simple because it's really about denying reality. I think reality, the truth, is the cornerstone that the builders don't use today. If you look at the Pride Parade, for example, it's not about sexual immorality, it's not about sexual liberty, it's nothing like that. It's about pride. That's why they call it the Pride Parade. I misspoke here. It's not the Pride Parade because people call it that. It is that way because God commanded it to be called the Pride Parade. But it is the arrogance and pride nature of the people who attend to dismiss this fact. I misspoke again. It's not just about the people who attend, it's anybody who makes these things like a central pillar of who they are. You can partake in the Pride Parade without ever being present just by being proud, and many people who, for example, criticize it are also very proud, so they are indeed taking part in the Pride Parade. Before God, before truth, that is how it will be witnessed. And say it is about something else, which they will. If you went there and asked them what is this about, they'll tell you all kinds of lovely stories about happiness and joy and love. But they've already dismissed the cornerstone, which is it's about pride. Somebody on the outside will look at it and say it's about pride. But they will also do the same sin, by the way. Like they'll think it's about sexual immorality and they will feel superior themselves. So it's also about pride. It's like God's purposes that it is called the Pride Parade. This is the best example of pride in the modern world that I can think of. And if you understand what I'm saying, you realize how devious a sin it is. Because reality says one thing, and we all have our own stories about it, and these are all in conflict. And we want you to believe not in the reality, but in our story. This is how proud people think. They think they can override something they can't. The truth of it. If you started a new parade and called it two men love each other very much and leave everybody alone, the kind of people that would attend it would not be the same people who attend the Pride Parade, because those flamboyant displays of their greatness and whatever that they are interested in doesn't really fit into that actual reality. And then when somebody wanted to criticize it, they really would have to incriminate themselves in some ways, because sexual immorality is a sin that we commit against ourselves. So an outsider can't really blame us for it. It's not really their place. That's something that is a judgment that will return to them like a boomerang.